East Side Dave McDonald.
Go out to New York City, find a homeless guy, murder him, Batman snuff rises.
Chris Pepper Stanley.
Jedi,
So much
best
better.
one. Oh, sorry, I don't like the second one the best like everyone else.
Sean O. Barry.
This is what you get in my house. We're spilling paint in the garage. Do I stutter?
Roy Schaefer Harder.
I was ready to don a Yankee outfit and go bash people's brains and run through the streets.
They are the movie experts. They are the movie masters. They are the Watchers.
Yeah, everybody!
We're talking about movies.
We talking about the movies. We are the Watchers.
That's right.
Right now, live in your headphones, on your speakers. We are your movie and somewhat of a television expert radio program. My name is Eastside Dave McDonald, Chris Pepper Stanley, Sean O, and Roy Schaefer.
Hello, everybody.
And we're going to give you your monthly Watchers episode immediately. Summer has come, and the summer is gone.
That's right.
And I didn't see Jack and Poop, Pepper. I didn't see Iron Man 3.
I saw Iron Man
didn't
3.
see Transformers 9. I didn't see the big Transformers. What was that? South Pacific? Something like
Pacific
that?
Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Rim job, yeah.
I didn't see the other robots. I didn't see robots fighting robots or dragon robots.
You didn't see, let's see, what's the other robot? Oh, Elysium.
I didn't see Elysium.
Matt Damon robots?
Yeah, sure. Matt Damon robots. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Why are we so obsessed with robots?
It's
why
robots
is
and vampire. We live in a robot. No,
Future,
robot,
baby.
vampire, and zombie world, my friend.
All right, I'll give you the...
The goddamn werewolf has been forgotten. The goddamn creatures in the lakes, like that kind of Black Lagoon type
Swamp-
of thing.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. I always loved a nice Swamp Thing. I don't know why the Dave Man can't get himself a Swamp Thing.
I saw the Benicio del Toro version of The Wolfman.
Yeah, and best movie of all time, right? Better than Godfather 2?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
not in this.
Yes, he said!
Yeah.
He said yes!
I like the one scene where you get transformed in front of all the scientists.
Yeah,
and
oh
stuff.
yeah, that's always the best part of the werewolf movie, when they transform.
Yeah, that's it. The only part I like.
I could watch a 2-hour movie of a guy like actually taking 2 hours. The world's worst werewolf.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh man, this is really taking a long time. His fingernails barely grow. His eyebrows just get a little bit hairier
so
after
boring.
15 minutes.
It's really...
Like, what, it's taking a long time for this guy to change.
Got some time lapse
Yeah.
going on.
Other night, smoking the weed,
No,
you know?
No, don't say it.
And wasn't sure what I wanted to put on. 2001 Space Odyssey.
For the 8th time in a row?
For the 8th time, or The Big Lebowski. And I realized I had a very difficult dilemma in front of me. And it was, what are the best pot movies of all time? Because I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I have been on a roll with the weed, and specifically with watching 2001. But I was like, I got to break this cycle. This is becoming a problem. The fact that I'm smoking, I'm waking and baking, the fact that I'm, going to work stoned.
Blazed out your face.
The fact that, I have meetings with people about marketing and
You might
stuff,
be
and I'm like,
addicted.
ugh.
You
What?
might be addicted to
I
the
know,
pot.
right? Shout-out is funny, man. He's like, I might be addicted. He's right, though. He's right. I'm probably addicted, I've been, I can't fall asleep without weed.
You're high right now, aren't you?
Woo! Dude, I can't even do nothing without smoking up. Right, Pepe?
You're worse than me, bro.
Dude, and then I need a little beer, cheer, but then I'm still awake, and I'm like, well, let's turn this into 12 beers. Let's have a party. And, dude, I can't sleep without having weed and 12 beers every night. So I've been doing this for the last 14, 15 nights in a row, bro. Isn't this funny, right, guys?
That's really sad.
Oh, yeah, hold on. And then I'd like to have maybe just a little bit, like a half a pint or so with Jack Daniels, maybe a pint, Maybe I have to walk to the liquor store and get a second pint after every night, too. And then what I do is then I'm in the shower, and I, like Nicolas Cage leaving Las Vegas, right? And I put vodka in the shampoo bottle, and I drink it. Anyway, my point is, best pot movie that's on the table. First on the button is Chris Pepper Stanley.
Best pot movie. I've always enjoyed. It's not a very good film, but I've always enjoyed Half Baked.
Half Baked.
Probably because
So you go
watched a lot.
literal. I mean, a movie about. But does the movie have to be have pot use in it
No,
to
it
be a good
doesn't.
pot
So you mean like
movie.
best stoner movies? Is that what you're going for?
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're high
Stoner.
and you want to watch a movie.
You're high and
Yeah.
you want to watch a movie.
Okay.
And you're high just with the weed. Okay, stoner movie. Because like I was saying, there's no weed use in 2001.
Right.
But honestly, with all, I mean, in total seriousness, I've been doing it for 5-6 days in a row.
It's weird.
And I gotta get off at 2001. So I went to go to the Big Lebowski, and I was enjoying myself. Half an hour, 35 minutes. I ended up ejecting it and putting 2001 back in. I know that's the addiction. Now, why do you like Half Baked?
Well, I guess I watched it when I was in high school, so it just caught me at a time when, oh my god, this is hysterical. When looking back on it, it's not a very good movie at all.
Was it Jim Brewer and Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Well, a strange comedy team they were, huh? You'd think that would be a much bigger movie with those stars. I mean, they're pretty respected. But I guess the Half Baked came before a Chappelle show, didn't it?
Oh yeah, way before.
So
yeah,
if
It's
there
a
was
cult
Chappelle's
film.
show and then Half Baked, it would have been Monster.
Oh my god, yeah.
It would have been Monster.
Yeah.
Roy Shaver,
I'm gonna-
stoner movies.
Best stoner. Okay, I'm going to go with Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke,
Okay.
or what's so funny?
Well, Sean knows
Hi,
laughing
man.
at the most obvious answer of all time.
Yeah. All right. In that case, I'm gonna
Most
go-
underrated baseball player. I don't know, Babe Ruth.
All right. How
That's
about
what I'll go with.
How about Donnie Darko?
All right, now
That's
you're
a good
talking.
one.
Now you're talking. Donnie
that's-
Darko is
yeah.
definitely stoner
Yeah.
type movie. I haven't watched that in a while. See, part of this entire topic, selfishly, I've needed some ideas. I can't be watching 2001 every single
Donnie
night.
Darko's a good one.
In college, I used to get really high and watch the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, Secret of the Ooze.
That was some good weed you were smoking. If you're watching that kind of garbage.
Oh, just awful.
I need the movie to be good. I need to have it. See, I'll tell you what. I thought, okay, to break up the 2001 thing, I'll stick with Kubrick, go with Clockwork Orange. Yeah. I tell you what, I was high, feeling mellow, didn't like the scene where the kids were beating up on the old man.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
Harsh
I'm not
and
sure I
mellow.
want to watch this high.
It's a little heavy.
freaking me
How
out.
about Pink Floyd
Shut
The
up.
Wall?
Pink Floyd The Wall is
I was
great.
gonna actually my
Music
my
is
movie
great.
is Pink Floyd Live in Pompeii. I love
Live
it.
in Pompeii. Now, that's not a movie, though. Come on.
Say
a
that.
concert
Come on.
film.
Come
No,
on.
it's not. It's
Come
a
on.
documentary.
I know. But come on. We're talking a
Documentary.
nice fiction movie. Come up with something right now. You're on the button. Go ahead.
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused is good
Wrong.
That's good.
because it has weed usage in it. Again, I don't think that needs to qualify,
No,
but
great music. Yeah.
2001 for me, great music.
like
I can get high and listen to that
Right.
that soundtrack
There's
over
a great,
and over again.
There's a great film that Ralph Bakshi did. It's a cartoon called Heavy Metal. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
yeah, of course.
That's a good one too.
Now hold on. I thought David Fincher directed Heavy Metal. I'm pretty sure he did.
Pepper.
It's
look it
Go to the video.
David Fincher has had he actually has some pot movies because I actually thought The Game is kind of weedish.
Gerald
When I
Patterson.
messed up, I'm drunk, and even when I'm high, I watch the game.
Yeah, don't you?
Yeah.
The Game is definitely a pot movie.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
Fight Club
to
a
build
little
up,
bit.
but that works for the film
Yeah.
because it just builds this paranoid world.
You want
Love
some
it.
music in it.
Yeah.
Who
Requiem
directed
for
that?
a Dream is another good
Gerald
one.
Patterson.
Gerald
Gerald Potter. Well,
did-
David Fincher had nothing to do with that.
Nope,
No, it's
not a
from the
thing.
He directed one of the segments.
Nope. You're
IMDb
wrong.
David Fincher, Pep,
You
please.
are incorrect. But Ralph Bakshi did in fact animate it. Am I right on that, Pepper?
If you IMDb David Fincher, you will find Heavy Metal in his credits. We'll find out what he did.
Maybe it's a different heavy metal.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so you guys are all going with that. Well, those are some good ideas. I'll be watching Dazed and Confused as soon as I get home.
what about
you go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 or TMNT 2, Secret of the
No.
Ooze?
I,
Shredder?
And I'll tell you what, I like a nice Zucker Brothers movie when I get high. We're talking Airplane, we're talking Naked Gun, and we're talking Naked Gun 2.5.
I know you
I don't
like
go to Naked Gun 33 and a third. But, you know,
I saw that in
But-
theaters.
that's what a waste of, well, at that time, it was probably $2.
Yeah.
Baron
50.
von Munchausen. That's a
Whatchamacallit? Time Bandits, I like watching high. Terry Gilliam can have
Terry Gilliam
a
film is
lot,
good
most
one.
of them.
Munchausen.
You can do it. Obviously, Fear and Loathing, you can be on heroin, acid.
Right.
You can be on anything with that. All right, so we've taken
Slider.
care of pot. Now, into beer. You're just drinking booze.
I got
What movie do you like
Boogie Nights.
when you're drinking?
Boogie Nights.
Boogie
I like
Nights.
getting messed up and watching Boogie Nights.
Lots of alcohol,
Yeah.
and you're watching Boogie Nights.
That's a go-to. Whenever it's like, hey, everyone's messed up. Let's put on Boogie Nights.
There's no way that you watch Boogie Nights and you only drink beer. I know you well. There's things going up
Only
your nose.
Only beer. I'm just drunk and watching books.
Is that what would you say you would put that on more than other movies when you're drunk?
That seems to be the one where it's like,
That's interesting.
You got to watch Boogie Nights.
All right. I like that. Roy Schaefer.
Blazing Saddles. The
Drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Mel Brooks film.
Of course, we all we know Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we're familiar with Blazing
I
Saddles.
prefer Robert Hood
heard
Men
that one?
Tights. Another Chappelle.
You know what? Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's
guy hits the horse in the face. Then you have Blazing Saddles. You guys know.
Yeah.
Shauno.
I love me some Beer Fest.
Oh my God.
Shauno
You
is
gotta be kidding me.
just off.
It's
the
on.
hook
It was on
tonight.
all weekend long.
What, this weekend?
Yeah.
I didn't see it this weekend.
I don't need Beer Fest. Come on.
It's
I
a
like
great movie.
a
I love
decent
those
movie.
guys. Those guys make great films. Super Troopers. The Beer Fest is great.
I'm not.
They're
all right.
drinking the whole movie. I can't not have a beer watching that movie.
Goodfellas.
That's a drinking movie?
Goodfellas is a drinking movie.
It's an anytime.
100% movie. It is an anytime movie, but it's definitely a drinking movie. They're drinking throughout the whole goddamn movie.
I remember drinking
They're
a lot
doing
during-
stuff.
during-
It's got great music.
Deadwood. I used to drink a lot during Deadwood.
I love drinking with that. You can't watch Deadwood sober.
Yeah, that was.
It gets to a point where you're like, I'm just gonna crack open some whiskey.
Yeah.
And your wife is like,
Seriously.
it's 2:00 in the afternoon
Yeah.
in July.
That's
Like,
that's
I
one-
listen.
That show was one of the reasons I had to quit drinking.
No,
It does. No, it's true.
I'm serious.
You because everyone back in the Wild West was able to function while
Everyone was
drinking
drunk
like
constantly.
like 9 shots of whiskey at like noon on a summer day, and they could wear they could be fully clothed with a goddamn cowboy hat and long sleeve shirts and be drinking whiskey. And you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna have some booze right
Every
now.
deal was done over a shot of whiskey.
It's tough.
And
If you don't
slurring.
want to drink, do not be watching Deadwood.
Yeah.
I get that with Mad Men as well. Watching Mad Men.
See, I don't watch that.
Yeah, you want to have a cocktail when you're
yeah,
watching.
I want to smoke
I want
cigarettes
to
and
smoke
drink
cigarettes
and
with
drink booze.
Mad Men.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of smoking goes on that show.
Constantly smoking and
Yeah.
drinking.
And bank secretaries.
I watched the first like 2 episodes
Nah,
and
you
I
gotta
was
get past that.
bored.
You gotta get past that.
I was bored stiff.
No, it's good.
it's
it's a
great.
good one.
What's it about?
It's about an ad agency in the 60s.
Oh, tell more.
It's
Tell
about
more.
aliens that
Tell
come
more.
down to Earth.
Tell
and
me
they
more.
Inhabit a.
No, come on.
An
See,
ad
Don
agency.
Draper's a robot.
All right, Don Draper.
He's a robot.
Don, how do you say that?
Turns into a
Don,
werewolf.
Don Draper.
Don Draper. Okay, is
He's
this
a-
guy a popular type of
I'd say
character on
so,
the show?
yeah.
He's a robot
Don
from the future.
Draper?
Yeah.
Never heard of him. Is that the actor or the character?
Both.
Okay,
Which is
so
really
it's
weird.
the guy named Don Draper playing a character named Don Draper. That's nuts.
Crazy coincidence, right?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I have some Netflix things that I want
Yeah,
to do.
you got a little
Breaking
catch
Bad's
up
on
to do.
Netflix. Mad Men is on Netflix.
I'm going to start Breaking Bad before Mad Men. No question about it. And I actually decided I'm going to, after Breaking Bad, I'm going to watch 24, starring Mr. Kiefer Sutherland.
You're going to get into 24 this many years
of,
later?
of the movie Lost Boys, Mr.
stop.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Nah.
Why not?
Love Lost Boys.
Well, yeah.
That's a weed movie if you really want to.
That is because as soon as you hear the Doors are everything movie again. You know, how come you don't like the 24? I stay away from it.
I stay away from it. You know.
Did you watch it?
Come on, you know what's gonna happen. It's so
You
cliche.
didn't watch it.
Everybody running around,
Yeah, running around.
You guys didn't
shooting
see
a
it.
gun.
If
You
you
didn't see
seen-
Mad Men.
You're cliche.
Ever seen Dark City with Kiefer Sutherland?
Dark City.
It came out right before The Matrix and a lot of stuff from that. A lot of they used a lot of same
About Detroit?
sets.
Oh, so they ripped off.
I don't know if ripped off, but there was a lot of similarities.
Kiefer Sutherland's got to be pissed
Oh
off.
yeah, he's angry. He's an alcoholic.
Did you ever see the one time where Kiefer Sutherland was managing some like musician? It was like a
Yeah,
VH1
Rocco
documentary.
Rocco
DeLuca.
DeLuca
I
and the
know
Burden.
him.
Rocco DeLuca.
And the
Yeah.
Burden.
And
Yeah.
this guy was like, I thought he was kind of like a Jeff Buckley type of
still around,
musician.
man. Yeah.
super
Kiefer
talented.
Sutherland was trying to manage him at one point. And so they're in like a hotel, and Kiefer Sutherland's all drunk, and he jumps into a Christmas
Yeah,
tree.
tackles a Christmas tree. I saw that.
And the guy this Rocco character fired him shortly afterwards.
Right,
So
yeah.
I can't be
Oh,
having my manager be drunker than me because I'm supposed to be the rock and roll star. I'm gonna look like the pussy in this scenario.
Oh, he's a talented
You
dude.
know, he is.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
saw him down at Webster Hall a couple of years ago.
Tell him to come on the Davy Max Sports
He's,
program. Do I ask him what his deal is?
I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. I could probably pull that one off.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with A-Rod on Twitter. I'll get him. I'll get
really?
him. Yeah,
Right?
next week.
Get them both up.
Yeah, well, I follow him. That's for sure.
A-Rod.
The other night, I was getting all like high and stuff, and what's this guy's
You've been
name?
telling us.
No, but what's this guy's name? Alejandro Escovedo. You familiar with him, Roy?
I actually am, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
And Are you really?
No, I'm not.
He does this song.
Really ask me.
It's a good song, and
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
that was it.
That's it. Yeah.
I just kept listening to it on a loop over and over and over
What the
again.
hell's going on in your house?
Harrison Ford. Here's a prediction. Harrison Ford
Comes
is
up
going.
every week, every month.
Harrison Ford is going to win the Oscar this
For
year.
what?
The Jackie
Ender's
Robinson.
Game?
The Jackie Robinson movie. I
No way.
like the fact that Harrison Ford, he's going to get bonus points for now he's becoming character actor Harrison Ford. And the Hollywood loves that when the action guy can do some sort of different thing. He got a fake nose, he got a fat suit to play Branch Rickey, famous Dodgers general manager who got Jackie Robinson in. Now he's doing that game where he's bald. He's doing the movie where he's like bald with Gary Oldman in it.
I didn't see what movie is this?
Isn't that the one you just said?
No, Ender's Game comes out in Christmas, I think.
Oh, what's that about?
That's based on a book about it's the future and kid generals and weird things.
Oh, see, that
Science
looks
fiction
interesting.
film.
And this one, he's doing some movie with Gary Oldman, and he's not even like, doesn't even look like he's the top billing. He's just like a crazy bald guy, and I'm like, wait, that's Harrison Ford.
I kind of like that he's.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to give him the props. They're going to say, listen, good old Harry Ford is shaving his head. He's just off the thing here. He's going to get an Oscar nomination. So I want to put that in the bank. Does anyone agree?
Yeah. Ka-ching.
Okay,
Oh, jeez.
put that in the bank. Okay, Roy?
I don't
Yeah,
agree
it's
with
in
it
the
at
bank.
all. No one's going to remember the Robinson movie. By the
Bless
time
you,
Oscar
Roy.
rolls, by the time Oscar rolls around,
Yeah.
they ain't going to remember Harrison Ford.
What about
He's doing the Expendables 3, actually, Harrison.
Perfect.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Yeah, he is.
He is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, forget about everything I just said.
See?
You just ruined my prediction, Harrison. I said stay away from that. The Expendables?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's for really the B. Like, yes, Stallone was a big action guy, but Harrison Ford, he had critical action movies. The critics, what do you mean? What are you shaking your head for? The Fugitive was nominated for Best Picture. Raiders was nominated for Best Picture.
That's insane.
It wasn't just box office. He had critical success as well. I mean, Stallone was not getting nominated for Rocky IV. He's not on the Harrison Ford tier. Right. Yes, they both made action movies. But Stallone wasn't about to to open up a hamburger restaurant.
Someone has an Oscar for Rocky.
I mean,
right?
Ford wasn't.
He's a writer, though, right?
Yes, for Rocky he
Face.
made. Right? It's not a face.
Face. You just
Rocky's
got
not.
faced. You just
I
got
said Rocky
faced.
4.
You just got faced, dog.
I said Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Face.
You're
baby.
still faced.
Whoa. Yeah.
Face, Roy. Roy, are you going to put the phone down during the Watchers?
No, I wasn't prepping. So I'm Googling every movie you're talking about. Come on, I was away. I was in another country. They don't even have
How you
movies where I
feeling?
went.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
They don't have movies in England. This is just a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making things up again, Roy.
I saw Reservoir Dogs in England and Pulp Fiction in England and Shallow Grave.
Do they have
In
subtitle
English.
subtitle it?
Yeah.
No, they didn't subtitle. Shallow Grave
dubbed?
was fantastic.
English
This is the movie before Trainspotting, done by Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle.
It's good.
You never saw Shallow Grave?
Yeah, no, I've never seen
Strongly suggested. Did you see Gene Wilder destroyed? I don't know why this came out like 10 years after the movie, but he said that the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory sucked,
It is.
and Johnny Depp is a piece of garbage for even doing it.
Well,
and
it was
He
terrible.
destroyed it. It wasn't that bad.
It was
No, he's totally
It
right.
was really bad.
He was totally right on that, saying that.
You know, I also prefer Gene Wilder's thing. I am a Johnny Depp fan, but I of course I like it. But again, we also grew up on that movie. I guarantee you that kids who grow up on the Johnny Depp version are gonna like that one better. They're gonna first of all, the Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder one takes 50 minutes before we get to the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
50 minutes. What the? Put on Willy Wonka one day.
Okay.
You'll be like, enough with Grandpa Joe. And the Charlie's not even English, for Christ's sake.
It's got like a Wizard of Oz thing where you're in the black and white for so long, and
Yeah.
bam, you're in
They
the chocolate
weren't in
factory.
Kansas for
and you're
50
in fucking
minutes.
color, and there's some crazy shit going down with this crazy chocolate man.
Wizard of Oz would be nothing if they were in Kansas for 50 minutes. They were in Kansas for 7 minutes at
No,
most.
no. It was a long time, man.
No, a long time.
They
dude.
were in Kansas for 10 minutes.
No,
Nope.
because
Nope,
when I
watch
put
the
that
movie
to the
again.
Pink Floyd, The Wall, they
No, Dark
Dark
Side of
Side.
the Moon.
Dark
Come
Side
on.
of the Moon. Sorry,
Second
it doesn't
Lion's
kick in
Roar.
until
Oh,
like,
really? You
Yeah.
do that? That's something you invented? Huh? Wait, hold on, everyone. Roy Schaefer watches The Wizard of Oz
Yeah.
with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
And they don't get
All
into
right,
the
it's
second-
cool.
Yeah.
I watched
I'm
My
gonna
Little
do this.
Toaster.
I'm going to do this. All right? Awesome.
Hey, that's a good suggestion actually for you. Get high and then do that.
I'm going to do that. That's
Going
going to be
back to that
cool.
last-
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, dude.
And watch
It
for the-
syncs up.
And watch for the
It
munchkin
syncs
who kills
up, except for the fact that Dark Side ends after 34 minutes. What do? You have to
gotta
press play
start it up again, baby.
No, that's what happens? Okay, so it doesn't really sync up.
for a little while.
It doesn't really. And then you know, forget it. Listen.
What?
So you think that Gene Wilder was right, and Chris? How about taking a shot
yeah.
to Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yes, absolutely. You see Tonto? What
Yeah,
was his
seriously.
role in the Lone Ranger?
Johnny Depp's in a
Ridiculous.
cold streak.
He's gonna retire because of that movie.
He's not going to retire because of that.
That's what he said. He said
Yeah, he
he's
actually
considering,
said- yeah,
he's considering
actors
retiring
say
because
a
of
lot-
that
actors say a
failure
lot
of
of
that
things.
fucking movie.
Johnny Depp said that.
Yeah.
He said he was going to retire because he's like, well,
He's
you know,
embarrassed.
I hope they cast me then in Tonto too. Put
A
make me-
red-headed Indian.
Yeah, well, dye my hair black.
Okay.
Give me a pepper wig or something. Oi, how? Me Dave, man, or whatever you want to do. You know, I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm trying to break into Hollywood, Pepper. I need, I'm putting myself out there. God knows my shit heel of a manager ain't doing anything.
This is going to end well.
great.
Elmore Leonard, dead. 87.
Yeah, he was right in the middle of writing another book. 46.
Elmore Leonard, he wrote Get Shorty. Great movie. Absolutely fantastic.
It's a classic.
Jackie Brown. Still to this day, the only Tarantino movie that he didn't write himself or have a writing partner. You know,
Yeah.
the only script that wasn't an original Tarantino thing was Jackie Brown. Very impressive. film. I thought Jackie Brown was great. Some of the people didn't like it.
A lot of people don't like
I don't
it.
understand. I think it's a really good movie.
It's because they're scumbags.
Get Shorty, he did, right? That was-
Yes, he did. I mentioned that,
that was-
because you were looking at your phone.
Yeah.
You weren't
I
paying
didn't hear-
attention.
I
So
didn't hear.
I'm imploring you
This
to
is
please
bad.
put the
This-
phone
this
down.
is bad.
I beg you.
All right.
I'm begging.
Phone's gone.
This
And
is-
just
Now I'm just going to
This is a
babble.
cohesive show.
the other thing that he did, which I loved, is Out of Sight
Cite another great film.
with George Clooney.
and didn't he do one of your
J-Lo.
favorite TV shows, Justified?
Justified. I love that. That the TV show with the guy who was from Deadwood, in fact. And
movie
the
Go.
Bullock, the sheriff in Deadwood, was also just a modern day sheriff. Played the exact same character as he did in Deadwood.
Yeah.
You didn't see
Could I
Justified.
Google that?
No, I like how you're agreeing with it. Yeah, you got it, Dave. You didn't
That's
see
right,
1
Dave.
second of Justified.
You are the movie master.
If you saw Justified, what channel is it on?
Channel 13.
Channel 13.
PBS. Justified on PBS coming
Comes
this
on right after
season.
Downton Abbey.
You're a son of a bitch.
I never watched. It was on FX, right?
This
It was.
whole
Thank you,
show
Sean.
is a charade.
You're a yeah.
You are the movie master, Sean.
Under the Dome. That's on TV
Are you
now.
happy they're going to get second season? I
Silly.
Mixed feelings because I love the show. I think
But
that
you love it. Why?
I love Big Jim.
Because it's shit. Right?
Well, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
terrible show with bad acting and even worse writing. And I don't know if it's because they give Big Jim the worst lines or it's because he has kind of, the cliche William Shatner type of acting where he pauses a lot and over stresses his words. But I love Big Jim. To me, the show could be called Big Jim and Ollie because you have Big Jim on one side and Ollie's the guy who he hates on the other.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't know how they're. I guess Stephen King's going to write more a sequel to what the hell's going on.
Well, if people don't watch the show, in Under the Dome,
Yeah.
something happened recently where a miniature dome popped up.
Oh, like
with
like the Simpsons movie.
With a thing. Well, no, a miniature dome, like more like Lost, where there was a hatch within a hatch, and there's another hatch, and here comes another hatch, right? So a mini dome popped up, but small. And like the size of like a big turtle shell almost. And within the mini dome was this shining laser purple egg, right?
okay.
Here's the thing. So 2 kids and this red-haired woman know about this thing. They don't tell anyone about the mini dome.
What?
And they just left the mini dome alone. Like they walked away from the mini dome. And then the next day they're like, let's go check on the mini dome. And they went to check on the mini dome. And of course the egg is gone and the mini dome isn't there. I don't know. It's probably an alien egg or some kind of, life force that's going to take over the planet Earth. Maybe you want to keep an eye on Mini Dome.
Stephen King is the master of suspense.
Stephen King can suck it. Right, Pap?
I'm not the biggest fan.
I'm a fan. I like Stephen King.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do, actually. I got every one of his books.
All right, you're on the
All-
record.
All of them?
Yeah, I got every one of his books.
He has $50. This is just a lie.
I actually have. No, I'm serious. I've a huge collection of Stephen King books, some of which are worth thousands of dollars.
I want you to take an Instagram tonight
Okay.
and post it
All
of
right, I
you in
will.
front of all the Stephen King books. Otherwise, we're not going to believe you.
I will do that. Yeah.
What happened with this Comic-Con, huh? People dressed up and they all like, hey, I'm dressed up.
Cosplay.
Yeah, Comic-Con. You never heard of it?
No, I know, but
Well,
what
no,
goes-
they just announced just a huge amount of superhero movies as per usual. It's nothing but superhero movies.
superhero mixed in with a little bit of Star Wars, right?
I don't even know if there was a Star Wars section of it this year.
No.
I think they're really keeping it under wraps.
Well,
Like,
the
have
new
we
Star
heard
Wars
anything?
comes out next year, or is it 2015?
I think it's 2015.
Oh, come on, JJ. Don't do this to the Dave man. I need a new goddamn Star Wars next summer. Otherwise,
You really
I
need
want
one?
this on the record.
Yeah.
Roy's going to go drive to JJ Abrams' house and shoot him in the face.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Heard
That's
it
on the
here
record.
Not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. It's not on the record. And then there's supposed to be some sort of Rock. Speaking of Balboa or
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, there's a Rocky spinoff.
It's going to be called Creed, and it's going to follow Apollo Creed's son.
Not
Great.
the guy from The Office?
Creed. What?
I'm watching.
I guarantee you it stars that little Will Smith
Jada-
son.
Jada-
Yeah, you're right.
Has
Yep.
to, right?
I think he's older than that. He's like a boxer, like a professional boxer.
So who could possibly play
Cuba.
that guy?
Cuba.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Sure. He's 50 now. He's 50 years old.
I got it.
he's young.
Denzel.
He's a young
Wait,
50.
Red Fox.
Red Fox. well, that would be
all right.
great.
Hologram.
I'm gonna get you, Rocky Jr.
Oh, you know who's gonna play him?
Who?
What's his name? Mos Def.
You're lying.
I'm totally lying on that one, by the way.
I like that, though.
But that
I
would be a
do-
good. He would be a good Apollo Creed. You know, he's,
I tell you, this summer
in
was
good shape.
so great for
They blew their load at the
movies.
beginning with Iron Man 3, I guess, as the big one. And then
Where
everything
else? What are some of the
underperformed.
success stories of the summer?
There aren't any.
I watched a movie that came out this year, Just Beyond the Pines or something like that. With,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
Ryan Gosling.
I was on the plane.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that was actually really good. It came out this year. I don't know much.
Well, let me tell you something about that. This Ryan Gosling guy, because I was having a debate with someone. I've become when I smoke weed, one of my things I like to do is go on Wikipedia or Google and look up as much about Steve Jobs as possible. I've become obsessed with Steve Jobs for whatever reason, and was so disappointed to hear that Ashton Kutcher was cast as this guy, because I really would have went out and seen the movie. Predictably, the movie bombed with critics and thus bombed at the box office. And everyone's saying, what happened?
Right.
You cast Ashton Kutcher. Anyone with a penis hates this guy. Do any of you guys like anything about Ashton Kutcher?
I like Punked.
No, you didn't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No one likes Ashton Kutcher. So 50% of the population right off the bat, he's just one of these people that guys hate. There's something about him.
Yeah.
So you are killing, and then girls probably aren't going to want to see a movie about a computer wizard for the most part. I know some
Look,
girls
there's
would.
one Steve Jobs movie that's worth watching. That's Pirates of Silicon Valley.
Oh my!
And
God.
who was that
one.
again?
That was Noah Wiley.
And-
was
and
Steve
Anthony
Jobs,
Michael Hall?
And
Yes.
Anthony Michael Hall
Yeah.
was Bill Gates.
Yes,
Yep.
I actually remember seeing it and kind of liking it.
I
That
got
was on
really.
TV.
I found it online, downloaded
Yeah,
it.
it's
got
not-
really messed up and watched it like this is great.
yeah,
This
it's
this
not
is how-
bad.
this is how it went down.
It's, yeah, you get all excited. And you get like so thrilled. You're like, well, how the hell? And the more you research Steve Jobs, it's like he gets kicked out of Apple. He comes back 10 years later, and
destroys.
it's now the number one company, not just in the world, of all time.
Yeah.
It's the number one company of all time.
They have more-
And he came back
Yeah.
after 10 years to put him there.
They have more cash on hand than the U.S. government.
So my debate was, why
Oh,
wouldn't
they
you
got
have...
more with the stock drop?
So my thing was, who would you have besides Ashton Kutcher? That's why I tie it back in. I said maybe you have that Ryan Gosling character. He's a better actor than I don't know. I was throwing out names. I thought maybe a Gosling. Anyone else with a person who could play Steve Jobs? I got another one who could maybe do a decent. You brought up Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Maybe that Jake Gyllenhaal wouldn't be half bad.
who's that?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Come on, be serious.
Who's
for
that?
once.
Who's that? Rushmore. Who's that guy again? What's his name? Jason.
Jason.
It's not terrible.
That's
I
all
could
right.
see.
Well,
I
that's
could see
actually
that.
really good,
That-
yeah.
That's not
You gotta
terrible.
go a little nerdy.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
not
good
terrible. That's not terrible. Come on, who? Pepper?
It has to be tall.
He doesn't have to. You don't have to be perfectly
no,
proportionate.
I want the person to be tall.
No, you don't have to be tall.
I'd say even a Jason Lee. I know it might seem silly. But
That's
I think,
insane.
No, I don't think
To
it is.
star in the movie,
The
be
Asian
a
guy?
job.
Jason
No, not
Lee
Jason
is
Lee.
a good.
Maybe Adrian Brody.
Jason Lee is like the good, the
Sidekick?
the pal, the sidekick. You're not gonna say Jason Lee to star in a
I'd
movie.
say I'll
I
give it
want
a
this
shot.
Jobs movie to be a best picture nominee. That's why I'm trying to come up with a better actor.
Schwartzman, Adrian Brody. That was my-
All right, Adrian Brody, Roy.
Actually, I think Schwartzman is showing no hit
All right.
on the head with that one.
What about Tobey Maguire?
Boom.
Tobey Maguire hasn't
Come
done
on.
anything since Spider-Man.
Stop it.
He's still young enough
he
that he could
shouldn't.
play the
He
young
shouldn't
Steve
do-
Jobs.
he shouldn't do
Old
anything
enough to
Isn't
play.
he just getting busted in celebrity poker tournaments?
Is that what he's doing? Lots of
think so.
coke.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's right.
I know the last time they had some celebrity thing, A-Rod was in the middle of it. Like it was celebrities playing coke, and A-Rod was right there.
Poker, not coke.
Anyway, all right. So it's Jason Schwartzman, I guess, is the consensus.
Yeah.
I thought my Ryan Gosling thing wasn't so bad. All right. I guess that's it.
That was fun. That was
Everyone
fun.
bailed on me at the end.
No, nobody's bailing. I'm right here, baby.
Anyway,
Trapper
it's
Bell.
the Watchers, and listen to us.
Next month?
Next month, next September, late September. You'll get the next episode, and that's it. Good night.